Hey everyone, it is Kimber of Water Bear Photography here, and I wanted to share with you a quick video on how you can help your clients have an incredible experience with your service-based business. And it all goes back to a principle that we learned in Psych 101, and that is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So if you're not familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it is a pyramid. I'm going to show it here, where at the base, you have to meet these steps before you can ascend to the tip top of the pyramid. At the base of this pyramid is people's physical needs. This is their food, their shelter, breathing, things like that. As a service-based business owner, some ways that you can meet those needs for people are as simple as having snacks and water available. You can make sure that you've got an accessible bathroom because your clients are never going to be able to hear you or focus if they've got to use the bathroom. So think about things like that. Meet their physical needs when they come to your place of business. The next set there is safety and security. Well, how do you provide that as a service-based business? Well, if you're going to their home, make sure that you look and feel like a safe person. Make sure that you're being respectful in their space. Make sure that you're keeping, you're being a very visible person where you don't look like you're doing anything that could be misconstrued. If they're coming to you, make sure that you have exits clearly marked, that they feel comfortable in your space, because that energy is going to be everything. I try to create a very warm, welcoming, and inviting space that my clients want to be in and they feel safe being in. After that is love and belonging. And this is something that I think is really underrated, but it's so important. If you feel loved and accepted when you're in a situation, you feel like you can be your most authentic self and you can voice any kind of concerns. You feel empowered to be part of the team and to be part of the process. So I try to just make my clients feel loved, accepted, and wanted every time. And that can be as simple as a smile, a personalized greeting, knowing their names. Something that goes really far for me personally is when I go to use local businesses and they not only know my name, but they know who I am, what I do, they know my child's name. They've taken the time to care about me. It makes me feel loved and seen. So those little things are something that you can do. Take that moment to be interested, to show support, to ask about something that's going on in their life, instead of just jumping into business. And next is self-esteem. You're a service-based business, so whatever you are providing, whatever service it may be, make sure that it is coming back around to feed into your client's self-esteem. So that can be as simple as encouragement and compliments, and make sure that they're honest compliments. People know when you are BSing them. People know when you are making up fake things and just placating and being that fake nice. None of us like that. It feels icky. Find something genuine to say. I like to think that one of my superpowers is that I can find something nice to say to anyone and be truthful about it, but it takes practice. So cultivate that skill, make it where that is coming from a place of authenticity so that they hit that highest rung on the pyramid, which is self-actualization. And at self-actualization, that's kind of a weird word. That's like a buzzy word that we don't really have in our daily lexicon. But that includes things like creativity, spontaneity, acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning, and inner potential. Whoa. Imagine if we could hit all of those things for our clients and make them feel that way. Imagine if you were the client and a business made you feel that way. Wouldn't you tell everybody that you knew? Wouldn't you write them a 5-star review? It would be something that I would want to keep going back to over and over and over, because people will forget lots of other things, but they will never forget how you make them feel. So in your service-based business, think about this. Think about this hierarchy of needs. Print a copy for your back room if you want. Run through it. But every little step that you do to build that pyramid for your clients is going to build your business as well. It's going to build your client experience with you, and it's going to make a stronger brand identity, and overall just a business that is rock solid and impenetrable. And as business owners, that's something that we all want. That is something that we are always trying to stand apart. We are always trying to distinguish ourselves. And these are low to no cost ways that you can do that. So I would really encourage you, reference this, think about ways that you and your team can incorporate it into your daily practice, execute it, and just wait and see what happens in your business.